When you visit a cemetery and you look at the headstones, you'll see words like loving father, loving mother, beloved son, or beloved daughter. These inscriptions, they represent the roles people have filled for others. The headstone doesn't mention how the person felt about themselves. Why? Why is that? Because it's not important. What truly matters about you is the impact that you've left on other people around you. Consider some of the most influential, memorable people of our time. The Nelson Mandelas of the world, the Martin Luther Kings, the Rosa Parks, the Sir David Attenborough. They're known for the impact and the value that they've created for other people. And this is something that most people don't really think about. They didn't let their feelings get in the way of the impact that they could make on the world. But this is something that most people have difficulties with. We live in a world that we really care so much about what other people think, and I'm guilty of that as well. We're so preoccupied with our own thoughts and our own perceptions of what other people would think of us. And this is actually killing your potential. It's killing your ability to leave an impact on the world. So you continue to act in a way that pleases others and instead of helping those around you. But how can you escape your own thoughts? How can you stop letting your feelings dictate your reality? One objection that most people come up with in the people that I've worked with closely is that, but what I've been through is different. You wouldn't understand. And it's true that everyone's experiences are unique, but that doesn't mean that you can't use them to help others. You've lived a very unique life with a wealth of experiences and events and challenges that only you have faced. You have valuable insights to share, and you're in the best position to help those who have walked similar paths to you. No one, I'll repeat this again, no one has lived the same life path as you. This is what makes you an expert in your own life. And having worked as a mental health occupational therapist, I've worked with numerous individuals who have depression, bipolar, anxiety, schizophrenia, you name it, I've seen it all. They've always found the most joy and the most purpose in their life when they could share their experiences with others, when they could help other people who are going through something similar to what they were going through. This is when they felt truly useful, is when they felt that they had a meaning, a purpose, is when they were using their gifts in the service of others. Now, this might not be something that you've realized yet, but you will find the most joy, the most happiness, fulfillment, purpose, helping other people. It's the random acts of kindness that people remember throughout their day. The small compliment on someone's clothes or the way they walk in the room or the way they speak or the way they made them feel. It's the impact that you leave on other people's lives that lives on. The act of helping one person can actually indirectly help a million others. And I'll explain this because there's a cool phenomenon called the butterfly effect. And if you haven't heard of it before, I'll share a little bit of a story to kind of elaborate it or illustrate the concept for you. So I want you to imagine there's this young woman who's struggling to make ends meet. She's working long hours at a low-paying job and barely has enough money to be able to cover her rent and bills each month. But one day, she meets an older woman who sees her struggling and offers to give her a helping hand. The older woman gives her some money to cover her bills, and she shares her some advice on how to improve her financial situation. Feeling super grateful, the young woman takes this advice to heart. She starts looking for ways to improve her job skills and making ways to earn more money. Eventually, she lands a high-paying job and she can afford a nicer apartment. Over time, she begins to pay it forward. She begins by volunteering at a local charity and mentoring other young women who are facing similar challenges to what she was facing. And one of the young women that she mentors is inspired by her. She leads by example, starts her own business. She hires several employees, creating for jobs in her community. And then actually, one of her employees starts a non-for-profit organization that helps underdeserved populations and helps underprivileged people survive. And so the moral of that story is that what began as a small act of kindness from an older woman helping that younger woman in need resulted in a ripple effect that helped countless of people over time. This is the butterfly effect in action. A small change in one part of the system, helping one person, can lead to a larger unpredictable change or unpredictable impact on the system, which can eventually help millions of people over time. This is the power that you have. You have this power. Imagine a life where you feel fulfilled and purposeful, knowing that your actions have actual positive impact on other people. You'll experience a sense of deep satisfaction and happiness as you witness the ripple effect of your kindness go through all the people that you touch. As you help others, you also experience this personal growth and this newfound sense of direction in your life that you never once had before. Because that's what we all want in life, right? This is what I want, at least. We want to feel like that what we're doing is making a difference, that we're valued, that we are seen, that we're loved, that we're appreciated. And the way that we do that is to be in service of others. You can't expect to have all of these things in your life if you do not freely give them to other people. So I want to talk a little bit now on how you can find your role in life. And these are 3 steps that I use to help the people I work with find their role in life. Step 1 is to solve your own problems. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but life is full of problems. Problems are unavoidable. We all experience them. And if you don't have problems in your life, you're lying. But solving them and overcoming them is the key to discovering your role in life. I want you to list every single problem that you've solved in your life so far, whether it be related to your health, to your finances, relationships, whether running a business, whatever it may be. I then want you to list potential problems that you're currently facing at the moment. And there's a very good chance, that someone in the world is also experiencing the same challenges that you faced. But here's the thing. Solving these problems puts you in the best position to help the person behind you. I used to be very unhappy with my body and my appearance, and I've talked about this as well previously. I couldn't stand to look at myself in the mirror. Couldn't stand it. Just look small, look scrawny, sick of it. So I decided that I wanted to get in shape and I wanted to commit to it. So I went on a health kick. I learned how to eat right. I learned how to track my food. I learned how to train. I learned everything I could about creating the body that I wanted for myself. And in the space of a year, I did exactly that. I got to under 10% body fat. I was ripped. I had a good amount of size on me. And then all of a sudden, I had people coming to me asking me how I did it, if I could help them do the same thing. So then I started helping people for free and just sharing my advice. And then when I started seeing that I was getting results for other people, I decided, look, I could probably start an online business doing this. And that's what I did. I started an online weight coaching business, and that introduced me to the online world of business. And that completely changed the trajectory of my life. All because I solved my own problems. And that's where it all began. And that is the power of solving your own problems in life. And this takes us to step 2. Document your process. People love a success story. They love to know that you overcame adversity and you got through the other side. People love to see it. Why? Because people relate to stories. Stories help them imagine what it would feel like if they were in that same position for you. So document your story. Include the obstacles that you encountered. Include how you felt before, during, and after solving them, right? Talk about the setbacks that you experienced and how you overcame them. What was the lesson that you learned in that experience? The best part about this is that it's unique to you. This is your story. You hold the pen of the book, right? That you're writing. You're writing your own life. You have the power to write the chapters. There is no right, there is no wrong answer because you're speaking your truth. And that's so important because no one can take that away from you. No one can question that because it was your life experiences and that is true to you. Step 3, share your learnings with one other person. And this is where you can start to begin to provide value to people. It's about adopting a mindset where that you want to help people and you want to provide value, for free even, because keeping it to yourself is selfish. If you have something to share, then share it. It's a gift. You're offering it to other people. Keeping it to yourself only benefits yourself. You miss out on the fulfillment that you get from helping others achieve what you have achieved. And so if you want to be able to do this, look on Reddit. Look for common threads of people dealing with the same problems that you faced. Intend in-person meetups. There's so many groups these days, as the internet gives us such a good opportunity to be able to even start writing online or sharing content online like I'm doing right now. People need to hear your story. It's selfish to keeping it to yourself, because when everyone else wins, you win too. And as you continue to grow, you continue to solve your problems and share your experiences with the world, you begin to gain authority. You create a role that people know you for now, and that people begin to associate you as someone who has a profound impact on changing their life. And over time, sorry, my nose is so itchy. And over time, your story will begin to evolve. Your problems will change. Your perceptions of how you look at the world will change. You will continue to adapt and develop. And people will become inspired by you. People will look to you for guidance, for advice. You'll become a source of inspiration to them. And people will want to follow you. They'll want to see what you have to say. And this will build you a nice army of fans that are going to be standing by your side no matter what you do. And so I want to end this video with this. Remember, it's not what you do for yourself that matters the most. It's the impact that you have on others. Give a compliment to a stranger today. It can be anything. Help someone in need. Support someone when they need it most. Don't wait for someone else to make a difference. As Gandhi says, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, be the change that you want to see in the world. Start this by solving your own problems in life, document your process, share your learnings with one other person, and watch the butterfly effect take hold. Who knows how far reaching your impact could be? Who really knows? No one knows, but what you do know is that you won't find out if you don't start. So go out there, make a difference. The world is waiting for you. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.